I'm Peter Haddock and I'm here with Hopi from Moog Construction, and we're talking about the ZQuip system. And Hopi, we've got two colours here. One's white, one's yellow, and this is Case Construction, who's got one of their excavators on their own stand here at Bauma with your system on it. Tell us about what this is actually doing and the relationship you've already got with Case, and the fact that we've had a Caterpillar smaller digger converted as well.
Yeah, that's quite some stories here. So obviously, when you electrify, it's all about operating time. It's about, make sure the machine keeps running.
Yep.
So a big deal here is, rather of taking the whole machine to a charging point, you can also bring the energy to the machine, which brings us to modularity. That's what you see up here is the ZQuip modules that you can run on a machine. You can run them off a machine. You can rent them, you can lease them. It's like a Lego that allows you to keep the site running. But then in terms of operating, then you have a choice, right? You want to optimize on carbon, you want to optimize on cost, or you want to optimize on runtime.
Yep.
And it can happen that if you have a very long day, you might actually run out of battery. So what do you do then? Well, you bridge.
So folks, if you need to have an all-electric solution, so say this machine needs to work in an inner city environment, needs to be all electric, you can have two of the white power modules. Yep.
Exactly. So if you want to be all electric, well, you have two of these modules that should get you through a day.
Yep.
But it might not.
Right.
And then in case you don't, well, there's a very, very fast way of getting electricity back on the machine. That is, you just take one battery module out and you put another one in.
Right.
So that's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But let's say for whatever reason, that particular day, you don't have that other module available. You don't have time to charge the machine, but you need these extra 2 hours.
Yep.
Well, what do you do then? You run hybrid.
Hybrid.
You run hybrid.
Okay.
So what we have here on the right-hand side is basically a genset in a box.
Yeah.
And that allows you then to charge the battery, which runs the machine.
And also it allows you to have a battery hybrid combination, which therefore you'll optimize that running, and therefore any extra power is going to charge up the battery.
It's going to charge the battery. And what it also does is, let's say, for the first half of a year, you have a zero emission job site where you definitely need to have an electric zero emission decarbonized vehicle.
Yeah.
But for the second half of the year, you might not. It's a normal job site where you get paid normal rates and you need a normal machine. Well, what are you going to do now? You have one electric machine and one diesel machine?
No.
You don't need to.
Not anymore.
Because you can basically have the same machine run in hybrid mode now, where you never have to worry about charging, or you can run it electric. So it gives you all the flexibility that you need, because that's what it's all about in construction, right? Is having the option.
It just slots in. So there's no extra work you need to do to have the hybrid or the electricity module. That's all done with the retrofit.
It's all done.
Yeah.
So it integrates physically, but it also integrates digitally in terms of, you get the same data off the machine, so your carbon footprint, or your lower carbon footprint or higher, depending on how much you run this. And then obviously also the energy management systems also are all coordinated, no matter if you run hybrid, electric, NMC, LFP, whatever battery, whatever size, it all fits together, which is obviously what you need if you want to have those options.
And for big excavators like this, I notice you've got a little bit of a Leica Geosystems kit on the side of it, and that is actually part of your retrofit solution as well, isn't it?
Well, I think we would need to come together. Customers can have one or the other, or they can have both. But really, if you say, look, now I have like a very valuable energy investment on this machine, well, I'm not going to use all of that energy moving dirt around. And so, one of the best ways to do that is to do that with a machine control system like Leica's. So then you really reduce your energy footprint per square meter built or ton of dirt moved. It's two technologies coming together to really decarbonize construction in the way I think it should be done.
But the machine itself gets all the hard work done in the same way it would do if it was just straight from the factory as a diesel engine, isn't it?
You will not notice any difference in the performance of this machine, because we do leave the hydraulics, but rather than running your hydraulic pump with a diesel engine, we now run it with an electric motor. So you don't feel any difference as an operator, other than it'll likely be quieter.
So folks, there it is. We've gone for the white and the yellow here for the case. And so that's the ZQuip difference here at Bauma in the sunshine, where there'll be some electricity being generated to charge that battery up right now. Cheers, Hopi.
Been a pleasure.